What's up, Jared here? Today we have the weekly set review on Monday Night Raw. They kicked off the show with Sami Zayn coming out, saying how he wants a match against Kevin Owens because Kevin Owens, for some reason, tried taking away his career over because he didn't try helping him cheat, try to beat Cody Rhodes at the Royal Rumble. And Kevin Owens has been beating him up, hitting him with the package pile driver. He wants a match against him. Adam Pearce comes out and interrupts him because I cannot give you that because you're not medically cleared and all these other reasons. But he said, I can give you something that's not official. I can give you an unsanctioned match. So it's going to be an unsanctioned match at Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn at Elimination Chamber in Canada, in their home country, where it all started. It's me, Sami Zayn versus Kevin Owens in an unsanctioned match. Pretty excited for that. Should be a pretty good match. Good way to start off the show. Then it was the qualifying match for the #1 contender match for the Women's Intercontinental Championship. It was, I keep on forgetting the girl's name, from American Made versus Dakota Kai. Dakota Kai picked up the victory, so she's the #1 contender for the Women's Intercontinental Championship. Then Gunther came down from the crowd like he was Jey Uso, acting like he was doing the yeet and everything. The crowd was actually doing it. Gunther just ripping the crowd to shreds. Any fan that's a Jey Uso fan, the whole entire way he's walking down the entrance, like from the actual arena, from if you're a fan entrance, and he's saying like stinks up here, all blah blah, saying how dumb the crowd is. Fans are. Asked Pat McAfee who he thinks should win, who he thinks will win at WrestleMania, Jey Uso or Gunther. And then Pat McAfee said, I think Jey Uso's going to win. He was about to attack him. When Jey Uso's music hits, he's coming down. Security's trying to stop him. He gets past him. He starts beating up Gunther. They're brawling. Security breaks him up. And then Jey Uso and Gunther are finally broken up. Later backstage, Jey Uso said he's done with everybody doubting him. He's going to prove everybody around WrestleMania he's going to beat Gunther for the World Heavyweight Championship. Then there's Dominic Mysterio versus AJ Styles. Carlito was on ringside for Dominic. This match was pretty good. It's pretty obvious AJ Styles was going to win. This is his first match back since his injury besides the Royal Rumble. First match on Raw in like forever. Pretty good match though, going back and forth. And then Carlito, of course, tried to cheat. AJ Styles took Carlito out. Then reversed Dominic Mysterio with the movement because Dominic tried to take advantage of AJ when he was distracted by Carlito. AJ hits him with the Styles Clash. 1, 2, 3. AJ wins. The ref raises his hands, and Braun Breaker's behind him. He goes to spear AJ. AJ moves, and he hits Dominic Mysterio, laying out Dominic. And then AJ throws Braun Breaker out of the ring. Braun Breaker rips his shirt off and throws AJ, and AJ quickly just snags that thing out of air. It was a pretty cool catch. But it looks like they're really setting up Braun Breaker versus AJ Styles. I think this is going to be the match at WrestleMania 41. It's going to be AJ versus Braun Breaker for the Intercontinental Championship, which I'm on board with that. I think that'll be a hell of a match. Really like how they're slowly setting this up. But I got to give AJ some credit, man. That was a crazy snag catching that shirt when Braun Breaker threw it up. It was just like out of like reflexes. It was pretty cool. But overall, this match between Dominic and AJ was pretty good. Then there was Penta versus Pete Dunne. Pete Dunne's right there. This match was pretty good, going back and forth and everything. A bunch of crazy moves and everything. Midway through the match, Ludwig Kaiser comes down because he's kind of been beefing with both of them. He's on ringside. He ended up trying getting involved, and then Penta threw Pete Dunne into Ludwig Kaiser to take him out. Penta ended up hitting his crazy spinning slam, spinning slash powerbomb slam thing. We want Pete Dunne to pick up the victory. And then Pete Dunne and Ludwig Kaiser started beating each other up outside of the ring when Penta hit the ropes and did a suicide dive, flip onto both of them, laying them both out, and then Penta got in the ring and did the Ciro Miedo. Overall, pretty good match. But I'm really liking how they're pushing Penta. Penta is still undefeated, which is pretty crazy. But overall, pretty good match. Then it was Raquel Rodriguez versus Roxanne Perez for the last spot in the Women's Elimination Chamber qualifying match. And Liv Morgan, of course, was trying to cheat for Raquel. Midway through the match, here comes Naomi and Bianca Belair because they think Raquel and Liv Morgan are the reason why Jade Cargill is injured, because on they just released the camera footage and you see them walking away, so they think it's them. They lay out Liv Morgan. Raquel Rodriguez is distracted, and Roxanne Perez picks up the victory. So Roxanne Perez from NXT will be the last person in the Women's Elimination Chamber match. So she's the 6th spot. After that, Naomi and Bianca Belair went to go pick up Liv Morgan just like this to do their finishing move when Raquel grabbed her feet and saved her. Liv Morgan was screaming like a psychopath. But this match was pretty boring. Best part was Liv Morgan screaming like a psychopath. That was pretty funny. Then New Day came out and cut a promo about why they attacked Rey Mysterio, and they're glad that he's injured, and he's not a true locker room leader because he's left before and everything. He hasn't stayed here the whole time. Kofi Kingston's been here for 19 years. He should be the locker room leader. Then the LW comes out and attacks and beats up the New Day, all three of them. So the New Day was outnumbered. They ran like typical heels, but overall, it's just a normal heel promo. I gotta say, the New Day's getting hell of heat though. I'm like, there was a bunch of middle fingers and everything. They were booing the shit out of them. It's kind of crazy how they went from like the #1 babyface like forever to now they're actually getting really booed. Then it was the main event, the last spot for the men's Elimination Chamber match, the Elimination Chamber qualifying match, Seth Rollins versus Finn Balor. This match was pretty good, going back and forth. I could see either of them winning when this started, but I thought, they're definitely going to go with Seth Rollins because I think Seth is obviously he's going to win this match, which he did. Seth ended up picking up the victory at the end with the curse stomp, 1, 2, 3. I think Seth is going to go into the Elimination Chamber match, and he's going to get screwed over by Roman Reigns. I think Roman Reigns is going to sneak in there somehow and cost Seth Rollins the Elimination Chamber, his spot in the Elimination Chamber. I don't know if he'll be one of the last guys, but at some point, Roman's going to get there. I think he's going to hit him with a spear, and somebody's going to eliminate Seth, and that sets up Seth versus Roman Reigns because supposedly Seth injured Roman at the Royal Rumble, so I think they're setting up this feud and everything. So I think that's where they're going to go with. Overall, this Monday night was pretty decent. Nothing crazy. Definitely best match was Seth versus Finn Balor. Penta versus Pete Dunne was pretty good still. And AJ versus Dominic was okay. But this is JW. Make sure to like and subscribe. And also, I'll give the show a solid 3 out of 5. Nothing crazy. And I'll see you guys in the next one.